Hey y'all, so since the snow did not want to let me be great and stay at work, I decided to go ahead and make this video on my experience with henna. I told a couple people that I was going to make it for a while, and here we are. So I used Nupur Henna with 9 herbs for silky and shiny hair. And I've been wanting to use it for a while. I have really, really fine hair. And so I had heard that henna helps to strengthen it. It acts like a protein treatment. So I wanted to see what it did for my hair. And what it is, it's a plant, Lawsonia inermis. However you say that. But basically its claim to fame is it helps strengthen your hair and it adds red color to it. I did not get the red color, but I got a pretty good experience out of it. So like I said, I used this kind of henna, and I purchased it at Around the World grocery store in Raleigh, which is an Indian grocery store, and it was about $3 and really cheap. So I purchased it, and I used it with coconut milk, which is from Walmart, so also not a hard ingredient to get. So my process with it was I used 1 pack of henna, which is about 150 to 200 milligrams, and a can and a 1/4 of coconut milk. And I just added the 1/4 kind of to make it a little looser. The first time I used it, I used green tea, and the mixture came out kind of the same consistency, but it was not hard to get out, but a lot harder to get out than it was with the coconut milk. So I mixed the two of those together and left it unrefrigerated outside not outside, but on the counter for about 8 to 12 hours, just so that the dye releases and you really get a good mixture. Some people I've read, they only left it out for a couple hours and they received a good dye release. And this is normally with Jamala henna or Jamila henna, however the hell you say that. But I left it 8 to 12 hours just to be safe. And so yeah, I used that, and then when it was time for me to use it, I put honey in it just to kind of give it a smoother consistency. And I applied it just like a perm. The first time I did it, my hair was straightened, so I kind of felt like I cheated, because I read other people had so many problems applying it, and it was hard to kind of get all the hair, get henna on all the hair, excuse me. But I didn't really have those problems because it was straight. So the first time I left it on for about 6 hours, 6 or 7 hours, and then washed it out. It is a trip to wash out. It is like jumping in a mud bath and then getting in the bathtub. It looks horrible. It looks like loose baby poop in your tub. So definitely want to clean that. But other than that, washing out really wasn't that hard either time. The second time that I used henna, I used the coconut milk and I left it on overnight. This time it was really easy to wash it out. I just kind of put my head under the faucet and rinsed all the excess out, and co-washed about 4 or 5 times with a cheap conditioner. Make sure it is a cheap conditioner and not your Carol's Daughter, not your Miss Jessie's, because you're going to need a good 1.5 cups of conditioner to get that shit out, because it's ridiculous. So after I washed it out, I deep conditioned with Amla oil. Amla oil is very, very hard to find if you don't get it from an Indian grocery store. And even the one that I found at the Indian grocery store it's full of mineral oil. So I don't know if y'all follow Curly Nikki or any of the other posts. A lot of people say if it's not in the first 5 ingredients, there's only really trace amounts of it. And the Amla oil that I found was kind of a light oil, and so it was like maybe the 5th ingredient, so I still had it in there. But what I found is actually if you take coconut oil, melt it down, and then add Amla powder to it, same thing, and it's a hell of a lot cheaper, especially if you buy it on Amazon. But the one I purchased was about $4. I deep conditioned with it. This is an imperative part of a henna treatment. do not do it and don't deep condition your hair, because it will be hard and it will be brittle and you will not know what to do with it. I know, because I did it the first time. I deep conditioned for maybe 30 minutes and just washed it out and went about my day. And for the next week, my hair was not hard, just kind of coarser than I would like and than I'm used to. So I really had no idea what to do with it. So because of that, I tried it again with the coconut milk and basically did the same process, but I had much different results. My hair was way softer, it was way shinier. So I guess you could say those were the cons. It was so shiny. And like, my hair is a weird dusty color, so it hardly ever shines. But now, I don't know if you can see it in this camera, but it's noticeably shinier than it was before. The one thing that I didn't get with henna was the color. I really was kind of anticipating, like, if you look on this bag, this lady clearly has like burgundy hair. So I was really interested in seeing, like, oh, my hair will be burgundy too, and it wasn't. It looks, in the light, it looks red, but my natural hair color, like I said, is like a reddish brown anyway, so I couldn't really tell a drastic difference. So I would say if you're doing it for the color, I would definitely say it's probably going to work better for people who have medium to light brown hair. You're probably definitely going to see a difference. And it could just be the brand that I used, but I don't really see anything on that front. So the pros, definitely, my hair feels amazing. Like, I have gotten into the habit of blow drying it on warm or on cool sometimes, just to stretch my hair, because my hair is really fine, tangly, a pain in my ass to detangle all the time. So I tend to, I blow dry just to make sure it gets a good stretch and that I can get a good Bantu knot, I can get a good twist out, and I don't have to worry about detangling it and all that jazz. So after I blow dried it, it is a noticeable difference. The blow dried effect lasts a lot longer. I don't have to really finely detangle it or comb it out as much. Positive reviews. So I would say the cons of it, I didn't get the color. So if you're looking for color, that, I guess that would be a con, but I don't really care. I was kind of indecisive on it anyway. But also, with that, after you henna, it's permanent. Henna is a very heavy substance that goes onto your hair and penetrates your hair shaft. Because what it does, it basically, like, say this is your hair shaft, it fills in the holes. So it's permanent, and you will not be able to color your hair on top of it. So you can't just say, oh, I'm going to do a henna treatment and then I'm going to go get my hair colored. No, it's not going to work. The only way it'll work is if you gradually color it from the virgin hair. So at your very roots. And I did my henna pretty kind of close down, so I'm not going to worry about that. Also, henna is very, 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 I'm not going to say messy, because a lot of people said like it was really messy, and I'm Messy Marvin. I'm going to find a mess if there's one to be made, and I didn't really make a mess, but I could see the potential for somebody really effing their bathroom up, because it literally has the consistency and the smell of mud, and it can get everywhere if you don't know what you're doing. So I would say definitely apply in small sections like you would a perm, and clean up as you go. It's not that hard. Another con, aside from the color and stuff, it does not lighten your hair. It will turn it red. So if your hair is black, it's not going to make it Kool-Aid red. Like, that's not going to happen. So it doesn't have that. Also, I guess it could be seen as a con if you don't want to color your hair. So some alternatives are cassia or cassia, however you say that, or indigo. Cassia turns your hair like a honey brown, and indigo is like a black. So those are the two if you don't want to go as drastic as red. So yeah, I had a really positive experience. I can't really complain. As you can tell, it looks great. So I'm probably going to keep doing henna and incorporating it into my regimen, probably doing it once a month or twice a month, depending on what my hair feels like. At the end of this, I'm going to post some links where you can get this, because like I said, I got this from an Indian grocery store in Raleigh, near State, and it was very cheap. It was $3 a pack, and this is 150 milligrams. Yeah, 150 grams, excuse me. So enough for one henna treatment. And some of the benefits of this particular kind, because once you get there, they have a whole lot of them. But of course, they're in Hindi, so couldn't really tell what the differences were unless you did your research beforehand. This one includes 9 herbs, so hibiscus, brahmi, shikakai, whatever that word is, and methi, neem, jatamansi, I am murdering these words, aloe vera, brainwash, and amla. Oh my god, I'm so sorry if I murdered those, but yeah, it's got all those good things in it. So I figured this would be pretty good. Other people reviewed it, loved it, so, and it has the best packaging. Some of those other ones are kind of sketchy, and I didn't want to chance it. So yeah, I used this one, worked fantastic, and it cost $3. When you get it from Amazon, they have much bigger packages, and the Indian grocery store did too. But on Amazon, they can go for like $11 easy, or even the small packs like this. Like some of these cost like $20. So no, either go to I think it's called Mahindi.com, and it gives you a whole list of places and kinds of henna that you can choose from, or just go to the Indian grocery store. They're guaranteed to have it. And if you get it from somewhere else, not necessarily that kind, make sure you get body art quality henna. It's a better quality. I hear it's a better sift because, as you'll notice, it's a powder. So the more chunky it is, the harder it's going to be to rinse out of your hair. So I'm going to leave those links, and I'm also going to put some links down to where I got my information from, so nobody just thinks I'm talking up my neck. So yeah, hope y'all enjoy it, and I hope your experience with henna is as good as mine was. All right, bye.